I guess French per here. So I just wanted to say that for the ones who are not interested into going and listening to the whole video, just check the description or the comments, and there you will have the 10 steps. You don't have to listen to me for like 20 minutes if you don't want to. I decided to go into details for the ones who are interested, and I think it's how I do things. But if you just want the 10 steps, again, with the description or comments. Anyways, let's go. Oh, and yeah, that's the build I use, which I think is super good and user friendly. Especially the deck, very good deck. Switch per here. So today I prepared some video with basically 9 steps, and if you follow those 9 steps, that should make you a good and solid Nicholai if you succeed, obviously. Alright. So I could have do this differently and give you like hundreds of tips, which probably would have led you nowhere. Just with a bunch of questions and too much to, you know, too much things to actually be able to focus on all of them at the same time, right? So 9 steps. So first, to put the bigger picture. So Nicholai is best in hour 1. That's where like everything starts. If you have a good hour 1, you can win the game. If you have a bad hour 1, if the survivors are really good, you will most probably lose the game. Doesn't matter how well you play. Hour 1 is where everything happens. It's the area which matters the most. In other words, with numbers, if they end up at the end of hour 1 they have 4 minutes, that's good for you and a bit bad for them. That means you have really big chances to win if you simply play well, do not feed time. If you play like a solid Nicholai, right? No mistakes. You will win. You will win. That's how it works. If they have less than 4 minutes, that's really bad for them. You really are like in a very good spot. If they are 4 minutes, if the time is like 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I would say it's 50-50. If they have 5 minutes, that's probably a GG. It's very small, right? But tiny differences, but it's a time draining build, so that's how it works really. If there are 5 minutes at the end of hour 1, you will have a whole lot of work to do in hour 2 and 3. So 10 steps. 9, sorry. So first one. Speed with guns. So speed with guns. The first thing you need to be good is to have something which kind of makes you better by itself. So equipment, basic equipment, really modify gear 1 and 2. It gives you more speed. So yeah, I guess before I talk about speed and all of those things, hour 1 will last something like 2 minutes and 30 seconds or 3 minutes. In those 3 minutes, you will maybe use, you will cycle through your deck at a certain speed. You will switch cameras at a certain speed. You will think and make plays at a certain speed.
And the seconds of your life tick away.
And you will have, and you will hit and you will miss or hit your shots. And in 3 minutes, depending on your speed on all of those things, you can make let's say the average Nicholai, like let's say a solid one. I will just give a random number. The average Nicholai will make 30 plays. So 30 times he will have like 30 chances to drain at least 3 seconds. So a -3, you know, like with an air gun when you get a -3 like that. And that's a lot. A not solid Nicholai who is not skilled enough will maybe make 20 plays, and that's a very huge difference. You know, at the end he will mostly have between 5 and 6 minutes at the end, which is terrible for him. A very solid Nicholai, let's say, will make 50 plays. Well, it's probably too much, but some Nicholais, if you watch their gameplay, they are always drain enough time to put the survivors between 1 minute and 2 minutes. Then they get the 2 minutes addition, you know. and only a few are able to do that. Those are the ones who are very solid and very fast in everything, in what I just told you. So speed is really the key. It really is, the faster you are, the better that will make you. Obviously, you have to be smart with that speed. If you use your speed wisely and know what you're doing, then you will be really good. So again, yeah, first step, your speed with guns. So yeah, it's basically the speed at which you pull a gun and start aiming at the survivor. Alright, so some people, they will just put a gun on the cam and wait. Oh, terrible, very bad idea. So best Nicholai, for example, you know, they will be on this cam, for example, guess on this one. Then they will pretend they are not here in front of the cam number one, you know? Like, this cam is obviously placed just like that in front of the door, right? So little Tyrone, let's say, he wants to go here and open that door, right? So what you do is, well, obviously, what do you have fucking noise? Yeah, you do something like that. Boom. That's how fast you should be. If you were on the cam earlier, like waiting, the little terror would have never come here. It's just one example of how speed can be useful, because you will surprise them with your speed, and that will and that's very useful. So now, speed on the map. Very, very important, like extremely. Let's say you just goop, yeah, the little Tyrant is here, you goop him, then you leech him, right, you know, or you kill him. Then, exactly 1 second later, really 1 second after you kill Tyrant, you have little Sam who opens that door, you know, and so he comes right in front of his camera. If you are fast on your map, you know, you will do that and boop, and already be ready to kill the Sam and make another good play. If you are slow, like let's say you take 1 second longer, you will be like go on this cam and Sam will already be here and maybe even already putting the door. That's one example, but basically this will happen to you in every single game. Every single games you will not realize it, but you will miss opportunities because of your lack of speed on the map, you know. So there are a few tips that I will give you for the map. So shortcuts. Sometimes it's better to press R1 and R1, alright? For example, if you want to switch from this camera here to this one, you just want to press R1, right? If you want to switch from this one to this one, you want to use a map, then D-pad and go up. And you don't want to do that, then use a map. You want to use a map and press at the same time almost the D-pad. Because supposedly you already know what to do. Like you are here and you know that if you press D-pad and up, like you know the shortcuts. Okay. There are some tricky places like this camp, for example. How do you get there quick? Well, let's say you're here. How do you get to the camp number 5 quick? Just use D-pad. Left, left, left. Oh, strange. That doesn't put you here, right? Well, that's what you should do. Left, left, left. That's another shortcut for you. Left, 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 lower, and then you go to the right. Some camps are really tricky, and if you don't know the shortcuts, you are going to take way longer. But when you know the shortcuts really well, that helps you so much. Because you will catch survivors off guard, surprise them, and be ahead of them. Especially the best teams will have very fast survivors who will try to speedrun you all the time, and if you don't keep up, you're fucked. They will just use this against you. If you're slow, they will use your lack of speed against you and speedrun the shit out of you. And yeah, that's how most of the Nicholai lose their games. Now, the third thing, speed at cycling, alright? So I will cycle a bit here to show you. Well, you must know what, you know, like the cards in a deck. Well, first of all, you must have a good deck. Well, I guess, yeah, I will show you mine later. But for example, with what you see here, what do you do? So for, boom, boom, and you already know what you're Now, watch the cards, what do you do? Quick, quick, quick. Oh, leech rifle, bam. You switch. And you should already know that. You switch, you already do that. You go. You shoot. Now what do you do? Ooh, tac. Rifle. Rifle cost 1. Bam. Use the 1 cost 1. Just you cycle through the rifle by using it. Oh, rifle again? Oh shit, that's bad. Bam. Use that, use deception. You should be able to get a goop or something very quick.
Do not have the shame of being the first to die.
If you cycle fast, it's the same, right? Because most of the time you will be either shooting, cycling, or switching cameras. That's the 3 things you will be doing. So if you do those 3 things really quick and combine them together, for example, you could be here, you could make a play, you know, like that. But you don't want the camera to be shot, so you go here, do that, maybe you go here, you cycle to deception, then you switch cam. Oh, you have a navy, okay, that's bad. Oh, okay, now you have a good deck, you like it, boom. I mean, a good hand. So. You get a shot, oh, yeah, you want it, you know, you get the idea, right? So that's the third thing, speed at cycling through your cards. It's all about speed, it's extremely important. Good Nicholai is always very fast. Once lack speed, very just get speed run. So yeah, after. Yeah, just your speed at decision making. What will you do? What do you do? You have to think quick. If you think slow, well, survivors, if very, you will get speed run again. If you get a team who are like fast at what they're doing and they know what they're doing. So, meaning they are going like from here to here in a straight line, and they complete objectives quick. You better think quick and already know what you will do beforehand. So that's the 4th step. 5th step, accuracy. I don't think to beat any team you need a very good accuracy. I think it's accessory. Some players have it and it's extremely good for them. But the accuracy you need is yeah, you need accuracy with the goop and with the cannon, because you don't need accuracy with the machine gun. What you need is to be accurate with the machine gun or the rifle after gooping someone. And that is very different, because machine gunning someone with goop is not how. So just that's what you need to focus on.
They feel the loss of your strength.
Okay, same for the cannon. So if you are very accurate with the cannon and the goop, that will make you very accurate generally on players, because then it's super easy. So yeah, that's accuracy. One thing about the goop, if you want to be accurate with the goop, it's very simple. Okay, a cannon, any range is very good because it's super quick. But the goop, okay, the goop, there is something such as a goop range. You don't want to try to goop someone who is right there, because goop is slow, okay? You want to goop someone who is, let's say, at maximum 5 meters winning, because otherwise it's too easy to dodge. Like that is good, that is a good range. That is good range too, but that is way too much. You will make it too easy for the survivor to dodge a goop, okay? So I think the goop is not about accuracy but about range. A cannon is about accuracy. So yeah, that's the accuracy you need, and that's the 5th step. Now the step number 6. Your bar energy management. How you manage your bar energy? Well, with a deck like mine, for example, well, I do have discount which I have to use only if I see that I have cards like a shield, machine gun, or goop, right? That's one example. So I will use discount, then that, oh shit. If you see the leech rifle, oh, I don't have it. If you see the leech rifle in your deck,
they are the best.
If you, well, I still don't have it, what the fuck. Yeah, if you see the leech rifle, always use it, always prioritize it. That's how you manage your bar energy, unless you already have 10 bar energy, but even if you do, use it, right? Always do. that's one very important thing. I do have clone and I love to clone the leech because it's so good, okay? It's either I clone the leech or I clone the cannon. You don't want to clone the goop, it costs too much. You can clone the rifle too.
This is mine.
So that's two things. Now another very important thing to manage your energy is to do not stay in your guns. The loss of energy that you get when you're in a gun is insane. So if you get even one or two shots, then the players start to go away and you're like, damn, I'm not sure if I can hit it. Disassemble. Disassemble as quick as you can. Okay, very important. Always disassemble quick. If you want to shoot someone with the air cannon, depending on the circumstances, unless you have a special reason, shoot him like that, super quick. Don't stay in the gun again, okay? Don't waste time in the gun because your energy slows down very much, okay? Same when you cycle. See that player, you leave the gun. Some players stay on their gun and that's a mistake. They think that if they leave this gun, they are losing something. You know, like they use a machine gun which costs a free, and if they use it, they think it's terrible. They think they are wasting an opportunity, right? But no, the player is out of sight, leaves the gun. Start recharging your bar energy normally again. Very important. And yeah, I think that's it for bar energy management. After you have to use discount wisely and stuff like that, right? But that's pretty much it. Now, step number 7, find the weaknesses. If you see someone like, well, often it's a Tyrant, let's be honest. A little Tyrant likes to, you know, like if you're not on the cam, right, and you see him on the map. This Tyrant, he likes to run right in front of the cam in a straight line, and he's not good at dodging, right? Well, focus this guy. Always put the camera like this, you know, when the little Tyrant comes. You gun count 5, you see him coming, you go here, you get a move. Then you have a shield, usually it's better. Try to find the weaknesses. If you see that January is a bit slow, try to, you know, like you might be able to kill her. Just watch the map and try to find the weaknesses. If you play against players that you already know, like all of them have their weaknesses. Some players are greedy, some players are simply slow, some players do mistakes, some players are not reliable, and basically if you focus them you can win the game, especially if there's rushes. Some players, yeah, I mean there can be a lot of things, right?
First I take your sight.
If a January is not really that good, you can focus her too, and well, so that's the 7th step. Find weaknesses from players. Obviously that goes within the characters they're using, the skills, the equipment you think they have, if they have a skateboard or if they don't, stuff like that, right? Now, step number 8. Master Nemesis. Master him as much as you can. Go in practice mode, practice against very good players. I can give you a few tips with him, okay? Such as, okay. Well, if you spawn Nemesis, always spawn him. Well, the timing at which you spawn him in it's obviously in Arato, has to be good. You have to make sure that they don't use the time when you spawn Nemesis to complete devices. That's terrible for you. If you get flashed, you leave Nemesis right away. You do not wait. If you get flashed, and they are really good, they are going to use that opportunity to complete terminals or to do calls. Unless you have an idea in mind and you are sure that it's going to work and whatever, you know. Don't get killed as Nemi. Another thing. For example, if you want to scream with Nemesis is very weak from the front. So if you don't want to get killed, for example, just show your back. If you're about to scream or to do anything, or if you cannot exterminate, right? Just show your back. Nemesis is very hard to kill from the back and extremely easy to kill from the front. So, depending on the situation, turn your back. The link I will put below of me playing a game. you can see a perfect example of that, of how I think you should play Nemi. Okay, don't get killed, be quick, be ready to play shotgun anytime. If you hear someone use a flash or see someone is about to use a flash, the best move you can do as Nemi is that, by the way. That's something you want to do. It depends, but if they don't have a flash, you want to punch. If they already use a flash, or if you have to get to kill quick, then use that move, punch when rocket. The punch will stun lock the player for 3 seconds, which is the exact time that the animation for the rocket takes. So that's basically a kill, unless they have some crazy equipment. So yeah, that's it. Don't be afraid of leaving Nemi. If you make a mistake, don't hesitate. Really. If you don't leave Nemi, that could be terrible. You could throw your game. So yeah, master Nemi, really, very important. It's Nemesis is so important when you play Nicholai. And now the final step. It's your playtime. To improve all of this, and let's say get a 10 out of 10 in speed with guns, a 10 out of 10 in your speed on the map, so including shortcuts and everything. Okay, you need time. You literally need to play daily, depending on if you really want to be the best, right? For example, I would say to get a 7 out of 10 on all of those things, like speed on the map, speed at cycling, speed with guns, you will need to play at least every 2 days, like 1 hour, something like that. If you want to have a 10 out of 10 in all of those things and become one of the strongest Nicholais, you will need to play daily, like literally daily, a few hours. There are not a lot of people who are willing to do that, but I know some, very few, actually probably 1 or 2 who do that, and they are just impressive, right? But Nicholai needs time. It takes a lot of skill. It really takes a lot. It's in this game, nothing is more skilled than playing Nicholai. Drop Alex needs skill. Unify Value, for example, needs skill. Generally need accuracy. But Nicholai just insane the amount of skill and time you need to dedicate. So yeah, that's my 9th step. The playtime. The dedication you give to this will make you better if you use this time wisely, obviously, to increase your speed in many domains, and you know, yeah. So that's pretty much it. Obviously, yeah. So to summarize it once again, speed. Become faster. That will make everything as easier. You will be more accurate because you will be a few steps ahead. So you will have more time to think, more time to aim, and yeah, that helps so much. So that's why this equipment is the best too, in my opinion. Oh yeah. And yeah, obviously, like it's one last tip, always watch the map. Yeah. If you don't, yeah, I guess one very last thing. Yeah, do not feed time. If you want to win a game with Nicholai, and let's say you are very fast, okay, you have a 10, something like a 7 out of 10 in speed. All you need to do to win is to make your plays, drain time, and don't give any time. Don't give 10 seconds, even especially 20. Do not feed time. You will win the game. Basically, they will be out of time around area 3 if you play correctly, obviously. So yeah, that's it. Don't want to make this video longer than it already is. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully you learned something. And as I say, I will put a link if you want to see how I progressed myself by playing. Really, I didn't play a lot with Nicholai. I played with other masterminds with guns, and how much progress you could gain by playing Nicholai. I would say 1 hour every 2 days with this method, obviously. Well, thanks for watching. Bye bye.